This is actually me from the future telling you what this video is about. Hi, my name's Elena. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, you're going to be seeing me travel to Thessaloniki. Travel companies do this thing every once in a while where it's like traveling to Thessaloniki for a day. It's like shopping there, and then we go to Cosmos and IKEA, and then we come back like at night. And I like to go on these every once in a while purely because there are books at their bookstores that we don't have here, and sometimes they're cheaper. And I just realized I also have special editions, but I didn't get any because I'll explain later when the little b-roll montage is over. But that's what's going to be going on in this video. The first time that I went with my mom, and there's a vlog up for that. There's also a vlog for the second time that I went, which is when I went with my best friend Janet, and this time around I went with my best friend Dee, and we had a lovely time. And we're going to talk about it later, but now, roll the montage. Welcome back. I had a list of books that I wanted to look for, and I was 100% certain that I would find every single one of them, which I would have if that one thing hadn't happened, and I will talk about it in a second. But the books that I was looking for were, the first one that I probably would have died if I didn't find was Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, because I just finished One Dark Window like maybe 2 days ago, and I cannot handle not reading the second book. And that was the first book, the priority of this list. The second one was For the Throne by Hannah Witten, because I started the first book and I like it, so I wanted to find the second one because we don't have it here. Next one was Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is her new release. I knew I was going to find this one because they always have Ali Hazelwood's books and new releases there. No matter how early I go, they have them, so I knew I was going to find that one. Next one was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I would have been fine if I didn't find this one, but I really wanted to find the UK cover because I prefer that one to the US one. I think it has more charm to it, so I was gonna look for that one. And then I wanted to find Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, because in my head I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna find it, and then when I go on holiday in September, I'm gonna read it by the beach. And then the last book that I wanted to find, which I was gonna treat myself and get for my birthday, because my birthday is on August 5th, I was gonna get the Throne of Glass special edition because I saw that Mitoko's Books had it on their website. First bookstore I went to was BookBox. At BookBox, I found one of the books, and by I found, I mean Dee found it, because I was looking for something else, and then she was like, oh my god, haven't you read this? She found Funny Story by Emily Henry, and it is the UK cover, and it's so fucking beautiful, and I'm gonna spend an obscene amount of time adding all of my tabs into this, like when I finish filming these clips, because I love this book. This was a 5-star read for me, by the way, if you didn't know, from Emily Henry. My second favorite Emily Henry book is People We Meet on Vacation. I gave that one 4.75 stars, and I'm so happy that I have this in my hands now to complete, like, the collection, even if all of them don't match. That's what I found there. And then we went to Mitoko's Books, which is my ride or die. Okay, I always find a lot of books at Mitoko's Books, so I was prepared to, like, kind of go ham. And then we walked in, and their shelves were kind of bare. And the saleswoman, which she was really nice, by the way, she was like, oh, there's a book fair going on. And I was like, say less. And then she went, it's happening by the sea. And I was like, say less. And then she went, it's happening at 7 p.m. And I was like, oh, because, okay, this has been in frame the entire time. I'm so sorry. Our bus leaves from Thessaloniki to go to Cosmos and IKEA at 1 p.m. And all of the, like, the really nice books that they had were prepared to go to the book fair. So they didn't have them in store, but they had the priority book that I was looking for, and that is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. Oh, I cannot believe that I'm holding this in my hands, and I probably will start it today if I'm not too tired. And I realized that this has POVs from every, well, maybe not every character, but like from a lot of like the kind of more main characters that were in the first book, because in the first book we only get Elspeth's POV. and this one has all of them. And that's all they had. They told me they had Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, but it was for the book fair. And honestly, I don't understand why they couldn't just tell me where the book fair was going to happen so I could buy it from there, even though it's not, the book fair isn't happening yet. Like, I'm going to pay for the book. I'm not stealing it. I don't understand that part. But it doesn't matter. I still love Mitoko's books. And they always give you a free bookmark with every single book that you buy. So this time around, because I got one, they gave me this one. And it's genuinely gorgeous. And I love it. Also, wait, where's the... Yeah, this is their info. So if you're in Thessaloniki and you're looking for books, you should definitely check them out because I love them. And then I got a little magnetic bookmark because I got myself one last time and it was of like little bees and like it looked like honeycomb. And Janet was like, hey, if you go there, find me one that you think I'll like. And I got her this one because I think it's adorable. It has little, is it cheetahs? I think so. It has little cheetahs and it looks like the desert and it's this beautiful like teal color on the inside and I love it and I think it looks adorable. So I think she's going to love it as well. And then I knew that there was one more location that I could get books, and that is when we went to Cosmos, which is like a big mall. There is a shop called Public and it has everything in it. It has TVs, it has blenders, it has hair tools, it has toys, it has Lego, it has books, it has everything you could ever freaking imagine, maybe besides food. So we went there and that's where I kind of, I hit the jackpot, okay? Because they had a lot of like popular books and kind of newer books and stuff like that. So I found Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is now probably going to be my beach read or the book that I read on the beach when I go on holiday, just because spoiler alert, I didn't find just for the summer. But yeah, that's it. And I'm really excited about this one. A lot of people say this is her spiciest book, which doesn't deter me. It's just, that's what I've heard people say. And also I've heard people say that he's an acts of service king. So I'm very excited about that because I love when men do like acts of service stuff. It just scratches an itch. Okay, it does. This next book, it wasn't on my list, but I've been thinking of reading it for a while, and it's on my TBR, and there's a hair in my mouth. I've been thinking of reading it because I found the author on TikTok, and I follow her, and she posts such fun content. Like, I genuinely love her a lot, so I was like, I want to support her, so I want to read her books, but I didn't know if I should start with her really popular series or this series, and I decided to start with this one. The author that I'm talking about is Victoria Aveyard, and the book is Realm Breaker. First of all, this cover is gorgeous. I love it. We do have this book in my country, but this one was a regular sized book and cheaper, and the one that we have in my country is like ginormous. It's like large print or something. I don't know. But this is what I got, and I'm very excited about it. And because I am in a fantasy mood, this might be getting read sometime soon. I don't know when, but soon. And then I didn't find any of the other books that were on my list, but I did find this one as well. And I do have this one on my Kindle just because it was on sale, so I got it. But I'm actually really excited to have a physical copy of it, and that is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I've been wanting to read this series for a long time. A lot of people say, if you like Addicted Calloway, you should read this, and I love Addicted Calloway. It's one of my favorite series of all time. So I got the first one. Honestly, if they had the second one, I probably would have bought the second one as well, but they only have this one, so there we go. And this is a brick of a book, but I don't get scared or deterred by big books. Rarely ever, maybe only if I'm in a reading slump, which I'm not any longer. I would just like to clarify. So I'm also very excited about this. All of these books I feel like are going to be read pretty soon. And that is all of the books that I bought. I didn't find some of the books that I was looking for, but my priorities were found, and I'm very happy about that. Oh, also from Public, I bought 2 highlighters because I buy these highlighters from our shops as well, but last time I went they didn't have these 2 colors, so I just bought them there because they had them. The gray Faber-Castell pastel highlighter and the green Faber-Castell pastel highlighter. I love these. If you want to know how I annotate and what I do, or if you want tips, I do have a video on annotating, which, by the way, you people love, so thanks. But I will link it in case you were interested in watching it. But yeah, I love these 2 highlighters, and so I bought them when I saw them. And now when we got to IKEA, I'm gonna be honest, didn't really care about what was inside of the IKEA. That was a rendezvous for the first time that I went because I wanted a book cart. This time around, I wanted their fucking ice cream. Dude, they have this ice cream machine, and it's the most simple vanilla ice cream. And it's like 70 cents, and they give you a cone and you put it in the machine, and then it goes up and it fills up and then it comes back down. And it's so fucking good. And I had it because it's in season now because it's hot, so they have ice cream. Dude, I can't explain to you how good that ice cream is. I also don't have any clips of it or photos of it, so I'm really sorry, but you're just gonna have to trust me. The ice cream from IKEA is wonderful. And the other thing that I honestly dream about from IKEA, because it's so fucking good and I always talk about them, it's their cinnamon rolls. And obviously I got the pack of 4, but I ate one and my dad ate one, so there's 2 right here. I just need to show you them. These cinnamon rolls are so fucking good, and I cannot wait to have my sweet little treat later. But I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm just not going to do that right now. And then other things that I bought, I don't have them with me right now because they're actually in the fridge because I like them cold. It's, I bought a pack of Oreos. I always buy that when I go to Greece. We have Oreos here. I just never buy them here. I buy them there. I don't know why. It's just like a novelty thing that I always buy from there. So I got a pack of Oreos. And then I also got these, like, it was a box of 4 soft cookies. And it's orange and dark chocolate chunks. It's the King's soft cookie. And they're actually pretty good. My friend got the salty caramel ones. I will say they were more caramel than salted, but still honestly really good. So I also really liked these. And obviously I got a Dr. Pepper because last time that I went, I tried Dr. Pepper and I loved it. And then we didn't have it in my country. Now we do, but I still wanted to get 2. I already drank mine because it was really hot and I needed something cold. So I already drank one, but this is my other one that I'm going to be drinking today. And speaking of it being really hot, it was really hot, but there was a breeze and I loved that because, you know, the breeze was breezing because there's a fucking sea right next to you. So it was all good. It was just, they kind of dropped us off at a really weird place. So like, imagine like this is like a map, right? They left us here and all of the shops that we went to were here. And that's like a 20-minute walk, which isn't bad because when we arrived, it was like really cool. A lot of the stores weren't even open yet and stuff like that. So the 20-minute walk went by like that. When we had to go back at like 12:30, it was so fucking hot. We took breaks multiple times. Those 20 minutes felt like 40 minutes. And honestly, they probably were 40 minutes, to be completely honest with you. I reached my steps goal. I surpassed it and I destroyed my record. I had like 20,000 steps in, which might not seem like a lot to you. My feet hurt. Okay. Also I'm kind of burnt. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, you can tell. Yeah. My shoulders are kind of burnt and like this part right here, because that's where my shirt was and stuff like that. But I did wear my little white cap, which I bought specifically because we were going, and I love that hat, and that saved me because I burn my scalp a lot as well because I don't have very thick hair, so you can see my scalp when you look down, and when the sun hits it, it burns and then it starts itching, obviously. So I'm glad that I had the little cap to help me out. But yeah, we had an amazing time. Those are the books that I bought. And I don't know if this is where I'm going to end the vlog or if I'm going to continue filming a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for now, that's all I had to update you on. It was great. Okay, so the second part of this video is going to be a bookshelf reorganization. I've decided because I was like, oh my god, I should reorganize my bookshelves. Because honestly, I don't like the way that they're kind of organized right now. Like there's something off about it in my head up in here. Okay, it might not even be a realistic problem. So I was like, oh my god, perfect. I can just put it in this video and it can be like an extra long one because I haven't posted a longer video in a while. And personally, I really like longer videos. I don't know if you like long videos or short videos more, but I really like long videos because I tend to put them on in the background and then do other stuff. I'm gonna be honest, some of these are gonna stay completely the same and some will be changing. I have a bunch of books that are on my book cart. I'm gonna be honest, mostly all of these are actually my TBR, which is what I want to use the book cart for, except for this book. This one I already read. It's One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Loved it, by the way. This was like crack to me, and I'll talk about it in my wrap-up, obviously in depth, because, spoiler alert, I gave it 5 stars, and that's a good rating. So we're gonna have to put this one aside because I only want to have like my physical TBR in terms of books on this book cart. Other things that I have on my little book cart is my little Hello Kitty jar with this knitted little flower that, actually it's crocheted. My friend crocheted it for me. I love her so much. Also, she has a channel, so I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, this is where I keep my bookmarks. And then I have random ass little like stickers and this Powerpuff Girls tag that's actually from a shirt, and I have these little Pokemon cards that I also like to use as bookmarks sometimes if they fit the vibe. For example, I use them for Percy Jackson and stuff like that. I have a jar that was previously like a TBR jar that I just used for myself, but I don't use this anymore, so I'm either gonna keep it as decor or I'm just gonna remove it from my little cart. I'm not gonna show you these right now because they're actually really dusty, but on the bottom shelf I have my K-pop albums, because if you didn't know, I'm really into K-pop, or I used to be really into K-pop. I still like K-pop, but I'm not as used to it as I was before. And I have 5 albums. And then I have a TBR prompt jar. I don't know why I have so many of these. One of these is gonna have to go. And lastly, on my top shelf, I have my little fake plant. And I have Spencer, which is this little bunny. And I named it Spencer from Spencer Reid from Criminal Minds. And then I have Tigger. So these are like my little decor pieces that sit on top of my shelf. I'm now going to dust this and I'll be right back. So firstly, on this top shelf, I usually always put my romances or like contemporary books and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that. These are the books that fit that category. We have Binding 13, Things We Hide from the Light, Not in Love, See You Yesterday, One to Watch, and Pride and Prejudice, actually, because I don't really have anywhere else to put my classics, so we're just gonna put it there. Okay. Is this gonna work? No, they're gonna slip. Oh my god, they're slipping. Hold on. This is also something that I need to add here, and also I think I might add Everything I Know About Love onto this shelf as well. I'm gonna put my plant here. It's all nice and cute. And then, I don't know where I should add my bunny. Should I add it on top of my books? I feel like that's obnoxious. So, should I lay it down? I don't know if there's any space for Spencer on this shelf, to be completely honest with you. That's a problem. I think I'm gonna sit Spencer down right here, just on the ledge of the shelf. He's like kind of hiding behind like the little grassy plant that I have, and I think that is adorable. And then over here I have my fantasies. Oh, I have another classic that's on my TBR. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I need to go get it. I have so many other books that I need to add. Hold on. So, I grossly underestimated the amount of books that I have on my TBR, actually, to be completely honest with you, but we have to add all of these in, and plus the fantasy books that I already have down there. Now that I have 3 classics, should I keep the classics on, like, a different shelf? Should I just put them on the bottom shelf? I think I will. The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas, and then Call of the Wild and White Fang by Jack London. So I think I'm just gonna put them on the bottom shelf like that. I know oh well, you can kind of see them, that's fine. I put them all here. I managed to fit them all in here, and then my classics are down here. See, I don't have any space for my trinkets now. I mean, I could put them on the bottom shelf. I could, but I really like having them here, but I don't want to like separate the two things. So I think it's gonna have to go on the bottom shelf. My little bookmark thing. All my other K-pop albums I've talked about. I haven't talked about this one because I actually got it recently. It is an ancient one. Some of you might recognize it if you're into K-pop. It's EXO's Overdose mini album. And I managed to find it at my bookstore's clearance sale. They never have K-pop albums. I don't know why they had this one. They had so many copies. And in case you were wondering who my photo cards were, or actually one photo card, because you only get one, it was Sehun. And I think that is adorable. I honestly wasn't going to be mad with any of them, but that's what I got. I am going to put these back down here on their little shelf. I think I am going to get rid of both of these because I don't really think I need them. They're kind of cluttering up my book cart, so I'm going to put these aside. I've sat Tigger down here, and he's kind of holding on to the little poles of the book cart, so that is the book cart done. I will show you a close-up of everything right at the end. I think this manga shelf right here is gonna stay pretty much the same. I am missing 2 volumes because my friend is borrowing them, so I guess when I get them, I might not be able to have my Gojo little volume on display when I get those back, but that's a problem for future Elena when she actually gets those books back, and then she has to think about it. I've brought you in a little closer because I feel like you can see everything a bit better this way. These are my Emily Henry books right here, and I do have Funny Story. It's right there. I think those are going to stay the same. I don't like how this stack of book looks, so we're going to be switching this up. Do you think doing them like this is ugly? I think it is because these are so like stark white. What am I supposed to do with these? These are like the two Twisted books and then From Lukov with Love. And they're so out of place. I honestly might even have to do like 2 piles of stacked books like that, but we'll see. So on the bottom we have Misfit by Elle Kennedy, and then I'm gonna put the 2 books from the If Love series by Anna Huang, the first one and the second one. We have Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata, When Gracie Met the Grump by Mariana Zapata, and then Twisted Games and Twisted Lies, also by Anna Huang. Oh, my Anna Huang books are not together. Does that look okay? I feel like that actually isn't that bad. I feel like that's okay. I like that this kind of breaks it up even like the tiniest bit. I then have all of these books that I adore and I love very, very dearly. So I think I should maybe, oh, I don't think it's gonna fit. I don't think I can fit another stack. Oh wait, I was kicking up a fuss for nothing. They fit perfectly fine. Is this the prettiest thing you've ever seen? No. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to actually do the stack right here and then my Emily Henry books and then another stack. I feel like that also might actually look kind of nice. I don't want to talk about the fact that all of my Emily Henry books are mismatched. Let's just not talk about it. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I hate it or not. Hold on. Do you know what I'm also thinking? Should I move my Emily Henry books over to this shelf with like my favorite series? Because yeah, Emily Henry's books are not series, but you know, they're by her. They're Emily Henry books. And I could maybe move the book nook like right here. That actually doesn't look that bad. There is space here and I don't know what I want to put here. I'm also thinking I should maybe move these books over to here because I think it's gonna look nice if it's colorful. I was so correct because they look adorable. That means the Check-in Mate can go right next to my Ali Hazelwood books. I don't know where I want to put these. As in, do I want to put them in the beginning or like near the end or something? I think I'm going to put them in the beginning. In the beginning. Do I move the Ali Hazelwood books next to the Emily Henry books and then I go Elsie Silver? Actually, I think I might do that. That looks really cute in my opinion. I don't know what to put here. Oh wait! Oh my god, wait, I have trinkets that I'm gonna put on my shelves. Oh my god, hold on. This little plant stays here usually, but it's not big enough for it to be a bookend. So I think Mr. Panda is gonna come in handy and keep all of my books right here. He's also actually kind of not big enough. He's just a small little guy. This is where, this shelf, this Leigh Bardugo shelf is where I want to make some changes. This is my Leigh Bardugo shelf. It's my shrine except for this book, which is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. Also really love that book, but everything else is Leigh Bardugo. I have other fantasy books that I want to add to this shelf. So I don't think it's going to be a dedicated Leigh Bardugo shelf anymore, and that makes me think I should maybe bump up my Sarah J. Maas shelf right here and then have that one there because this one isn't going to be themed anymore. I'm going to put my Shadow Alone Collector's Edition and my little Lives of Saints book right like this on my shelf right here. I'm going to put them like that and then I'm just going to move these like this. And now I'm going to add, oh wait, am I going to switch these? I'm kind of attached to my Sarah J. Maas books being right here, so I don't actually think I'm going to switch them. I'm just going to keep adding books right here. The first books that I see that I want to add are my Fourth Wing and Iron Flame copies. They're hardcover. I don't know why that was important for you to know, but they are hardcover. See, that looks ridiculous. So I'm thinking, do I put these actually in the beginning? I'm actually not that mad at that because it's like the hardcovers are right here and then it's paperbacks. That I can deal with. I also think the first 2 books in the Prison Healer trilogy deserve to be on the shelf as well because I gave these 5 stars. I also forgot this one. This is This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi. I've decided to do another stack right here just because I think it fits a bit better, and then George the Gnome can go on top. Oh my god, his hat doesn't fit. Well, George can sit right here then, if he doesn't fit up there. This can fit over there. I actually really like this. It's like a little girl next to a really big watering can, and this actually opens, so you can put like trinkets inside. That actually looks so fucking cute. Oh my god. Okay. I have my Maggie Stiefvater books first, but this series is actually not finished. Like, I haven't read the last book, and there's also another trilogy after it, so it doesn't make sense for it to be first. I feel like it makes more sense for it to be last, so then I can add on the books that I haven't read yet. That is so annoying. I think I am gonna put it like this, and maybe I'll just add like another trinket on top. This is not changing, by the way. I've put hard work and thought into how I'm gonna how to organize this so it all fits in here. So we have my Throne of Glass books going like this, and then I have ACOTAR, and then I have Crescent City right here. So yeah, also all three of the Crescent City covers don't match each other, which is just phenomenal. This is my Cassandra Clare shelf. Again, you can't really see it. It doesn't matter. I'll show you later. I'm not changing anything about it. I'm just gonna add my little Clockwork Angel trinket. It's not actually like from that series, but it looks like it is. I think it's like a mini candle holder or something, but it looks like the Clockwork Angel. That, my friends, is what this shelf looks like. Now we have to do some big changes over to the smaller shelf. As you can see, this shelf is really cluttered right up here, which I'm going to be switching this up as well, but I just don't think it's going to be in this video because it's kind of technically a part of the shelf, but like, I want to do this on camera with the books, so obviously there's a lot of space right here. Listen, it's all gonna make sense when I read those books on my TBR cart, but for now, they're over there. I think I'm gonna put my Cruel Prince box set right here. And then I'm just gonna keep my John Book, great. I'm gonna keep my John Green books right here. This book is so big. This doesn't fit right here on the shelf like this. It only has to be like this, but it's so gigantic, and I don't love it enough to put it on that shelf, even though it's a gorgeous copy and everything, but I just don't want to put it there. So I'm really actively struggling to where to put this book. Now, does it fit here? It does. Wow. That's actually shocking news for me. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this, I guess. I don't know. These are books from a different era anyways, except for the Percy Jackson books. Those are not from a different era. They're actually from a very recent era, but I don't have anywhere else to put them, so they're staying here. This is where I wanted to make a lot of changes. I want to get rid of this so fucking bad, but I don't know what else to put on this shelf. So maybe I won't get rid of it, but I really want to. And I'm going to try taking it out, and I'm going to see if I can maybe do something with it. If you're wondering which classics I have a Sherlock Holmes Complete Illustrated Novels collection by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and then I have The Little Prince. I have Silas Marner by George Eliot. I have The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke. Currently reading, I almost said Notes from the Underground. No, it's not even a Dostoevsky novel. It's The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm honestly thinking of just laying these like this. I literally don't know what else to do with them. Maybe Tigger can go there, and it can keep my classics safe. Okay, I think that's fine. I'm okay with this. All right. I also have this candle, and I think I'm just going to put it here because it says vanilla on it, and I feel like that matches the vibe of classics. I don't know why, but I think it does. I think the shelves are finally done, and I'm sufficiently sweaty enough to where I can say that it's done, and now I'm just going to show you what everything looks like. I have a little hanging plant right here, and this is my Cassandra Clare shelf. These are the books that I own from her, and then we have my Kristen Becker Ritchie Shrine, like I said, aka my favorite series of all time. All of these. Really enjoyed this book, by the way. We'll be talking about it in a wrap-up. These are my little buddies. These are the little buddies over here on this shelf. And then if we go down here, we have the first two books in the Empyrean series. We have Shadow and Bone, Six of Crows, King of Scars, some other fantasy books, and then George the Gnome, Nobara, and a little trinket holding thing. I then have some romance books right over here. We have Emily Henry, Allie Hazelwood, Elsie Silver, some cute little flowers. We then have another romance shelf. I have two little stacks with my little book nook right there, which I made myself, and a little heart. That's actually a box, but I put it there for decor because, you know, a romance shelf. Under it, I have my manga series and manga volumes. I didn't really change this at all. The shelf down here holds my Jennifer Lynn Barnes books, my Shatter Me books, and then whatever the hell else I'm going to put there. Moving on to the smaller shelf, I have Scythe, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I have Graceling, and then the Folk of the Air trilogy. I have some random books over here. These are some books that I don't quite enjoy, or they don't really have a different place to be, and these are my little classics. This is my little book cart. Over here I have all of my romances that I need to read. If we go down here, I have my fantasies. And over here, I have my classics, my little bookmarks jar thing, and then my K-pop albums. I'm so sweaty, it's actually insane, and I don't have it in me to film anything else right now. I just want to go shower. So this is going to be the end of this video. Those are my bookshelves as of right now. I might change them tomorrow. I don't know. It just comes periodically to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. You can like, comment, subscribe if you would like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.